Back here in Lincoln, Alexis Jensen seeking her first 7-inning complete game today, Arden.
Yeah, the freshman phenom has been dealing today, getting the Huskers fired up. She's tied her career high with 10 strikeouts, and you just see them all in a row here. They come in a variety of ways, some swinging, some looking, off-speed, drop ball. Surprisingly, not a lot of them coming on that rise ball that she's so comfortable throwing. But by throwing her first pitch in this inning, this will be her career high in innings pitched. She's only gone 6 before this one. This will be 7 if she finishes this one.
There you see 10 strikeouts to 1 walk. 6 hits allowed, but has not allowed any earned runs today.
Do we think those sunglasses are ever coming off?
No, except if it's raining. I take that back. All of those runs were earned. That was incorrect up there, but Jensen nonetheless has been pitching very well and is exactly what Nebraska was looking for going into this weekend with 2 really good Summit League teams coming to town. Next pitch down in the dirt. This is also the most pitches that Jensen has thrown in a game this season, of games that have been pitch tracked, and we're mostly looking at the first week and a half of the season that were not pitch tracked when it came to pitch totals. Her first game that was pitch tracked was against Georgia on February 12. Since then, the most pitches she threw was in that Tulsa game we've been mentioning. She only threw 82 in that game. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Bolin 0 for 2 today. 2 punch outs, 1 swinging, 1 looking. Looking not to be a victim again. Jensen looks in for the sign. 2-2 on the way. Checks her swing. Did she go? We check. No. And I don't think Mike Jacks was all that convinced that was a strike.
Olivia Bolin trying to avoid her 3rd strikeout, like you said. Alexis Jensen going for a career high.
3-2 on the way from Jensen. Down in the dirt. And Bolin will take the free pass to start the inning.
It's got to feel good for Bolin, especially with another game coming up after this. Yes, you're down 5 in the top of the 7th, but for the SDSU Jackrabbits, also just trying to build momentum and get that level of confidence that you need when you're heading into your next game here in Bolin Stadium. But also, we talked about it, those many, many doubleheaders they have coming up.
Jensen now at 110 pitches as Christensen digs in. Gets this one foul. The call is foul. And the Jackrabbits still running like it was a fair ball. And I think South Dakota State might have a case with this one. Let's take a look. Oh, that might have got a piece of the line. And all of the Jackrabbits coaches are kind of in agreement. How is that not a fair ball? I'm kind of with them. And the third base coach, Josh Berkey, is not happy. He's saying there's no way. And, you know, I'm kind of in agreement. That definitely looked like that was a fair ball.
I'm going to have to agree with you as well. And also should be noted, left fielder for the Huskers is now Nat Hill coming in to replace Hannah Camenson. She did a good job to keep playing that ball, but it looks like it will be ultimately called back. And let's watch it one more time. It's when it goes over third base, so that one's hard.
That's a tough one. And the designated third base umpire, Terry Hall, is standing over second base to help out with the potential of a throwdown. And we have another foul ball. That one was clearly a foul ball as Bland whiffed on it.
I think Bland got bailed out by that one being foul.
She did.
No harm done, however.
It's now 0-2 on Christensen, who got a single and scored in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. Jensen winds and deals. Fouls this one off to the right. Oh, someone made a good catch over there.
There was a round of applause by the Husker fans in attendance.
They got better hands than I do, I'll tell you that much. I need a glove if I'm gonna catch a softball. That's for sure. 0-2 again. This is lifted into left field. Hill going back, and it's in and out of the glove. They're all hung up. Throw to third is not going to be in time as Bolin gets there. Getting to second is Christensen. And after that kerfuffle of the foul ball down the line, Christensen does end up getting to second base. That should go as an error on Hill, and she should have caught that. Meeting at the mound right now between Revelle and Jensen, and the disagreements are still going on with the Jackrabbits coaches, with Mike Jacks as Christina McSweeney making her case once again, which, you know, I'd argue ultimately after all of that doesn't really matter anymore.
True.
They are upset, and I understand why.
Should be noted the sunglasses have come off.
They've been confiscated.
Alexis Jensen hands off those sunglasses to head coach Rhonda Revelle, and that mound visit was just to calm her down because there is no one warming up in the Nebraska bullpen.
And it's Quinn Marnawa that will come in to hit.
She's who came in for right fielder Allie Boyle.
Misses low. This is only her 4th at-bat of the season. She has a hit, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Season ago, she only took 2 at-bats. One of those was a hit, and it went for a double. The junior from Wisconsin takes a called strike. Well, you got a big spot here looking for your 2nd hit of the year, and no bigger one than right now. I mean, yes, it's a 5-run game, but there's still a long way to go.
No outs. That's what's significant right now.
Marnoa swings and misses. And Quinn Marnawa is down 1-2. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Top 7, Nebraska leads 9-4, but Jensen in trouble. 1-2 on the way. Foul back towards us. We'll do it again. Almost the entire field is in the shade now. You see Kylie McGee in the shade, who's getting loose just in case things go south. Some parts of right field are still in the sun, but it's fading. 1-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And there's the career high for Alexis Jensen. 11 strikeouts today.
What a promising career Alexis Jensen has. I mean, we're only in week 5 of the season. She's setting a career high, not just because she's a freshman, but because she's getting 11 strikeouts in a game.
And now at 120 pitches as she bounces this one in for ball 1. And you know, that's probably part of the reason why McGee is up in the bullpen too. You know, softball pitchers regularly can throw over 100 pitches like this, but when you start to creep towards that 125 number, that's when it starts to get a little more dicey.
I can tell you, with Jensen being the competitor she is, that complete game has to be in the back of her mind.
And there probably is a little bit of leeway right now with it being the 7th inning, Nebraska being out to the lead that they are. I'll tell you what, if this game was a little bit closer and the pitch count was where it was, I don't think we'd be seeing Jensen out there.
It's all circumstantial.
1-1 on the way to Veek. Right down the middle for strike 2.
That off speed is so dirty because even though it's down the middle, it's such a hard pace to get used to and to adjust to that quickly that you're not going to get a solid barrel on it.
Jensen knew that she missed that pitch too. Lucky that Veek didn't swing at it. Checks her swing. Throw back down to third is not there.
Seen it a couple times from Farrell this afternoon. That is a weapon that the Huskers have behind the plate now. Tried to get that pick off to Fromm earlier, and had Fromm squeezed it would have been an out. And then that one, was it in time? No, but it gets in the runner's head and makes that lead just a little bit smaller. 2
balls and 2 strikes. And Veek leaves it high. McGee is done throwing down there in the bullpen. This might be the last hitter that Jensen gets. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners in scoring position, and 1 gone. Jensen winds and deals. Called strike 3. Jensen's got a dozen.
I mean, you gotta let her finish at this point, right?
I mean, look at this in slow-mo. That is center cut. And Veek gets rung up. So that brings up Bria Riebel. 3-run homer back in the third as she waves and misses for strike one. 2 strikeouts as well, one in the first, one in the fifth. Both of them were swinging. Christensen on second, Bolin on third. And Riebel trying to extend this game. 0-1 on the way, swings and misses. 0-2. Again, game 2 will start at 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. You can watch it right here on Big Ten Plus. No balls, 2 strikes on Bria Riebel. Fans starting to rise to their feet. The 0-2 outside.
Was it anticlimactic for the fans? Yes. Was it a good pitch in the scenario? Also, yes.
This will be pitch number 129 for Alexis Jensen coming up. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Jensen's got her first 7-inning complete game of her collegiate career. 13 punch-outs to finish this one off. What a performance from the freshman.
I love Rhonda letting her stay in there. Yes, the pitch count crept a little bit high, but you have to give it to her. She's got a strikeout with 1 batter to go, ideally, and just does what she's been doing all year long, gets that 3rd strikeout. This game really was representative of her season so far. She gave up only 2 walks, 13 strikeouts. Those numbers are good. The only thing that made it close was giving up those 2 home runs. And that's just the only thing that Jensen is going to have to work on, is she does leave the ball middle occasionally, and she's been having to pay for it. But besides that, she made up for it with the 13 strikeouts, and the Husker Bats producing 9 runs of their own got it done.
Jensen gets win number 7. Amanda Vacanti is dealt loss number 4. We'll be back in about 30 minutes right here on Big Ten Plus for game number 2 of this doubleheader. For Arden Lockheim, for our crew here in Lincoln, I'm Danny Berg saying thank you for watching today's presentation of Big Ten softball right here on Big Ten Plus.